Hello, grown folks. It's recording day, and I'm back with another one. So, my name is Tish, by the way, and you're here. Grown Folks Perspectives, Relationship Talk with Tish. If you're not already following, please do that. Please subscribe and share, because I'm hopeful that the things that I'm saying could be a blessing to someone else, because it was a blessing to me. Someone said it to me, someone helped me, or I learned something that I just want to share and pass on. Okay. So I remember when my daughter was, she was probably 3 or 4. It was a really tough time. And I had a meeting with someone in my office, and we kind of diverted. She said, how's your daughter? How's being a mom? Da, da, da. I was like, oh, somebody told me about terrible 2s, but we in the terrible 3s, where she was taking off running and just kind of expressing herself. And it was just like, girl. And I was like, so does this get better? And the person sitting on the other side of the desk, she said, no. It doesn't get better, particularly with girl children, with being a girl mom. It doesn't get better, but it gets different. And she was right. It got different, right? And different goes through different phases, right? So there was a time when we were always together, and things get different. They get friends. They go off and want to do their own thing. They don't want to always be around mom or mom and dad. They don't always want to do that. They want to do them. Different, right? Right now, we're in this unique phase called college. And it's a time where your young adult is young adulting. They're experiencing what it's like to live on their own, to be on their own, to not have to answer to anyone, to come and go as they please, whatever hour they please. And so they like feeling all the things, right? But they still need mom and dad. Something goes wrong with my daughter's car, she calling dad. Dad, my car sound funny. Listen. Something go on with something else, she calling mom like she don't feel good. Mom, I got this feeling right here. What do you think that is? They still need us. But our role goes from boundary setter, and for me particularly, because I was big on setting boundaries and holding accountable and giving chores and responsibility and accountability. And I know a lot of parents that didn't parent that way, right? In fact, I was asked to speak and to do a live for my sister, Cola on My Smile Has a Story to Tell. If you're not already following it, ladies, go follow that on Facebook. My Smile Has a Story to Tell is very inspirational. But my sister, who started the page, she asked me if I would bless the page and speak on a topic. And I was like, okay, sure. But I'm thinking, what am I going to speak on? So I asked my daughter, what do you think I should speak on? She said, parenting. I would have never thought that she would say that I need to speak on parenting. Because in that moment, she was not feeling me because I was parenting, right? And what she said to me was, you're a great mom. And I know some friends, I got some friends or people I know that their parents can benefit from hearing some techniques from you, because their kids be wilding. Their parents don't care. That was very surprising to hear that from her. Because in that moment, I was like, girl moms are not okay. If you don't feel like you about to knock your daughter off her 2 feet, then are you really doing what you need to do? Joking, but serious. What my uncle said, LB VVS, laughing but very, very serious, right? I'm laughing, but I'm very, very serious. If during those teenage years, let's say 15 to 20, If you don't feel like you ready to knock your teenage daughter off, square off both her feet, I wonder, are you really parenting in this world? Because the technology, the phone stuff, and the stuff, all the things, parenting is not for the weak. I mean, really showing up and parenting. Not the parents that try to be their kid's friend or throw money at them and gifts, or just let them spend the credit card and don't have any balance or boundaries, guardrails with that. My daughter has a couple credit cards attached to parents, but she also has boundaries, and she has been taught money management. So she's not going to go buy $1,000 pair of shoes on that credit card. She's going to use her own money if that's what she chooses to have. But she is even given direction on how to manage her own money. Like, girl, you in college, you better not pop up with no $1,000 pair of shoes. You better not ask us for nothing else, that's for sure. You understand what I'm saying? It's different. It's different. So just know, if you're in that phase, let's say the 15-year-old phase where they're liking the boys and they're, wanting to hang out with their friends, and there's so much going on in the world. Like, I remember there was one parent that she was friends with, their child. The parent said she doesn't mean any harm. Our baby was driving at 16. She said, I don't mean any harm, but my daughter is not allowed to drive with teenagers. That's that parent's boundary. I ain't got no problem with that. Because if it was bad weather or whatever the case, I would probably be saying the same thing. I, to this day, don't want her riding with just anybody. You trust their driving or you trust yours? I'm not going to drive mine. I'm going to ride with them. You trust theirs or yours? Because I trust her driving. I don't trust everybody's driving. My daughter doesn't drink or smoke. I trust her driving. I trust her awareness, right? Parenting, excuse me, there was like an internal burp. Y'all ever do that? An internal burp, it comes out like a growl, like understand, if you're in that phase of 15 or whatever, and your daughter's acting out, or she, like for me, I took the phone. You back talking, you didn't do your chores, you ain't do what I told you to do, whatever, give me the phone. It's a distraction, boo. Don't let the grade slip. Give me the phone. And when I take the phone, I occasionally scroll through it. So I was aware of what's going on with her friends and that kind of stuff. And I didn't always comment on everything, but I was aware. And what I needed to comment on, I commented on. And there were some things that prompted discussion. There were some things that prompted, hey, I see this is how you handle X. You probably should have done something different. Let's talk through other alternatives. So that's how I parent. I'm a helicopter parent. No doubt about it. My husband and I both are helicopter parents. It's just who we are. It is what it is. Our daughter knows. We hover and sometimes land. Look, this looks like a landing pad. We sometimes land on our head. We pull up. We have pulled up. We did pop-ups at the school. We'll catch her walking out the gate, seeing who she's with, what she's doing, because we saw some of her friends, like a 13-year-old friend, tongue kissing a boy outside of school. Oh no, you're not. Girl, are you okay? Is your mom okay with that? Would your mom be okay with seeing that? She was like, my mom is okay. Okay, well, let me call her and see. And girl, her mom was okay. And I said, say less. But as for me in my house, I bet not pull up to the school and see my daughter tongue kissing somebody. Oh no. When she went on a date, we took them. Her first real date, it was during COVID. It was high school, but it was during COVID. So we took them. Picked them up. Yes, we did. We did. And we were so involved that it was annoying to her. It was really annoying to her. And so now she's like, dating is not that important to her right now. And hey, it is what it is. I'm not going to, I wouldn't have parented differently. The only thing I would have done differently was I would not have, I didn't need to be as firm with her because of her spirit. Like, she wasn't who I was at 16. So I didn't have to do that. And it wasn't until she was 16 when she said it, like, Mom, I'm not who you were at 16. And she's right, she wasn't. So, to put a button on this, understand, as y'all can guess, I got company. Understand that parenting, especially as a girl mom, talking to my sisters out there, it gets different. Not necessarily better, but there's different phases. And don't leave that there. There are different phases, but it gets different, right? And so understand there are phases. When I say different, it's not that it's all bad, right? There are phases where it's like, "Urgh!" But there are phases where it's like, oh my gosh, look at my baby. My baby is a young adult. My baby is adulting. My baby is showing up in the world as we want her to. Our baby is always going to be our baby, but she is adulting. She is doing and showing up in the world as a productive citizen of society. And that's what it's all about. So if you're able to pull that off, understand, it may not all be perfect. They may even need therapy. Truth be told, we all need therapy. No one gets it right. Don't guilt yourself, moms. Don't guilt yourself. Do what you can to build and establish a relationship with them if you don't already have that. And if you already do, just ask yourself, am I being too much of a friend and not enough of a parent? I'm going to leave it right there. May God bless and keep you. May heaven smile upon you. Please create a wonderful day. And remember to be kind to someone, because you will never know what someone else is going through. Talk to y'all soon. Peace.